In 2022, the VA had a mission to address a huge problem with chronic pain among veterans. So I initiated a partnership between Hearts and Horses and the Cheyenne VA Medical Center's Whole Health Initiative, along with Dan Mertz, my VA partner, to put together a curriculum for equine-assisted services for chronic pain. Since 2022, we have helped transform the lives of these veterans with chronic pain through their interactions with the horses, the volunteers, each other, and being at the ranch in this beautiful environment.
I think one of the things that's severely understated is that voice in our shoulder and what we tell ourselves and being overcritical. Being able to regulate our emotions and realizing how much those things contribute to pain. Anytime we are nervous and anxious, it goes to that vulnerable spot in our body and tells us something's wrong, something's wrong. And if we treat it as a physical ailment only, we're missing half of the game.
To me, it taught me that I can take my mind off the pain. If it's for an hour and a half while I'm out here, I don't think about the pain.
Some of the medications that were used in the past, we've over time come to realize that it's just not effective, that most pain we think should end after 90 days. And continuing pain meds can actually exacerbate the condition and have the body and psychology more dependent on the opioid medications. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I've been working full-time within the whole health program at the Cheyenne VA healthcare system. I have transitioned from psychiatric care, prescribing medications, to providing complementary integrative health modalities such as Tai Chi, clinical hypnosis, meditation and mindfulness, biofeedback, equine-assisted learning and chronic pain. I'm a Marine Corps veteran of 6 years and a veteran of Desert Storm. The VHA leads the nation in bringing this concept of whole health, the entire veteran and his being. We see those veterans who participate in whole health do significantly better, do have better outcomes.
But sometimes when we get out and we might have some emotional pain or physical pain, sometimes then we'll draw into ourselves and we become these lone wolves. And what I love about this program is that it's veterans helping veterans. Just come as you are. Hearts and Horses is that place to its core. It used to be hard. Sometimes I would wear a hole in the floor, pacing back and forth, knowing I needed to get out of the house, and it was painful to do it. Just being able to be with veterans again, I isolated myself and really never even let anybody know. If you found out I was a veteran, it was by accident that you did. And now I'm happy to share that. I'm proud to share that again. And a lot of that was me being out, having these doors opened up since I've been here. It's been a real, true transformation.
I also felt like working together, like not only going through the program, but later volunteering. It's like everybody comes and has pain, trauma, all of that. And it was just really nice. Sometimes when you're stuck in your pain or what, and also the associated, mental health that oftentimes goes with your history, you just think, oh wow, it's just me and nobody gets it. But when you're surrounded here by so many people that are hurting, that went through trauma themselves and have subsequent pain, they just knowing that you're not alone is huge. Because you realize, wow, they actually get it when I say, today I'm feeling this way, or I'm struggling, or, I can't stand it's really good to know you're not alone.
I get out of this program sometimes more than what I'm giving into it with the support with the horses, because I get to see it working on the veterans, and I get to see them healing from, their challenges, while I'm also healing from my challenges at the same time. So it's very therapeutic for me to be a part of this.
I need to be calm. I need to communicate with this equine that he's safe, that I have his back, and that's something we relate to active duty many, many times since getting out. There's no other environment we've ever taken in or perceived where we felt that sense of herd community where everybody has your back. And here's a chance to get to do that again, to practice safety and vigilance in a positive way.
draws me to horses, I think their uniqueness, to their keen sense of your well-being. If you take care of them, they'll usually take care of you. Like I got a new buddy over there, I just scratched her ear and I think she'd follow me home.
Probably.
I think one other aspect of chronic pain that we don't often realize is that pain is continuing long after the body is done adapting, healing, or whatever it can to deal with the problem. So the big question is, why does the sensation or the pain signal still happen? Some people are suggesting that it doesn't happen in the body part of the limb, that it's not the somatic part, it's the neural part, it's from your brain. Your brain is sending that signal out. And so if we learn why and how to interpret what's really going on, we'll be better suited to deal with it. It really comes back to a whole body, whole mind and body perspective. When the session was concluding and I asked veterans, and how is your pain right now? The first answer I got was, the thought had never crossed my mind that it was pain-free. I didn't notice anything. It's so engaged in the moment. The brain prioritizes things, and if your pain level is not prioritized, it's not going to get heard. If you're prioritizing what you're doing in the moment as important and focused, and there's no pain, then so be it. When we started this program, I looked back at the history, and 3 of the veterans that I recommended, when I first met them, when I was in the mental health provider, they were suicidal. And now that we got them in a different place and time and they realize their options and choices, when you take away the pain of the past, you take away the anxiety of the future and put somebody in the moment with a horse or an equine, that you learn you have choices. And you learn that you're bigger than that you're bigger than your own pain story. We learn more ways to self-regulate working with horses and communicating with them.
But if you have a safe environment around like people, we will talk. And that's like the biggest key. I'm not the only one in this pain. You have to have this facade. So you're with people that have that understanding.
You don't socialize, you don't go places, you don't talk to people much anymore, and all that you have is the pain. And our hope and our goal is to open your world up a little bit more and allow you to see the possibilities of other things that you can do, that you can be outside, that you can be around other animals and other people and other veterans, and that you open up yourself and that you don't have to be in pain all the time.
I think if I had one wish for anyone who's suffering, whether it's depression, PTSD, or chronic pain, that, and it sounds cliche, that there's life beyond that, but there is a different type of life past chronic pain. There's a different type of life past PTSD. And those who have suffered gain special types of wisdom. They never return to the person they used to be, nor do they want to be the person they used to be. Equines move me to be a better person. And that's extremely important, because then isn't that what we're all trying to do throughout life, is be our best selves?
I don't know how to say it any other way, but it really has changed my life. Or maybe brought me back to maybe where I was before a little bit. Helped me remember who I am.
Don't make it simple. It makes me feel good.